And we're gonna go live. Ready?
You see the chat?
I see the chat.
Yeah.
And we are live. Hello,
Yay.
everyone. Welcome to
Hi.
our April edition of Octo Sparks. Really fun one. The theme is World Beats, and as you can see, we already have a party here. Oh, I got a little ahead of myself. I'm already showing what our first activity is going to be. But say hello, say welcome to our guests from Protham and from University of Johannesburg. Hello. Does everyone want to say hi and say your
Hello.
name?
Hi, everybody. I'm Kiara from the University of Johannesburg in South Africa.
Hi, Kiara.
Hello. Hi, everyone. This is Mia from India and I'm from Pratham.
Great.
Hi everyone, this is Fisoguhle from the University of Johannesburg in South Africa as well.
Hi everyone, this is Michelle Kumalo. I'm from the University of Johannesburg as well.
Great, everyone is here. Yay, what a party. I'm gonna try to fix a video thing later, but to get us started, get us warmed up in the chat, I want to know what is a song from your country that really gets you grooving. So a unique song from your region, from your country that you like to dance to, that gets you in a good mood. Kiara, do you have an answer for us? And this is also a question
Yeah,
for
I
our
do.
friends in the chat. I see Jenny, hi. João, Carol, Peter, hello. Gameful 5.
Yes, Step. So a song that really gets me going it's a song called Lady Soul and it's by DJ Jazzy D.
Ooh, Lady Soul.
Yes.
Like that. What about you, Fiso?
Yo, I have a lot, but I've been currently listening to this other new track by our South African DJ Zinte, and it's titled Umdali, which means the creator.
Lovely. Michelle, Smith, do you have an answer?
I do. So since I teach grade ones, there's this South African song that's been trending. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's Talabum or something like that. But like there's this dance move that they do and they move their heads and their shoulders. So I've been forced to listen to that every day. So that has to be my favorite for the week.
Love that.
Yeah. And I have been on loop. So there is an old song which has suddenly gained again attention in one of the regions. And that is basically a poetry which they have made it into a song. So I think that's something which is my current
Oh, very cool.
repeat
Very cool.
song currently. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I really like this artist, Brazilian artist called Lineker, and I've been listening to this song called Baby 95 on repeat for many weeks now. It's a very happy song. Okay. Well, we're getting warmed up in the chat. We're saying hello. I'm really excited because to start off the World Beats, I thought we could have a little bit of a music themed game. And so I'm excited to share this OctoStudio project. Let's see. Yeah, we got a little bit of a preview at the beginning of the stream. And so the way that this game's gonna work, each of these hearts is a little bit of a tune from a country, and you can give me the country that you think that this music is from. For bonus points, you can give me the genre. And this is a game for chat participation as well. So if somebody in the chat thinks that they know the country or the genre that's playing, get your answers in. Even if you think you just have a guess, I would love to hear what your guess is. Are we ready to play? Let's
Yes.
I'm ready.
Very excited.
All right, let's see. First one. For bonus points, you can any guesses?
Italian?
Italian? Maybe.
Sure.
Ting, 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 ting. Should we do a reveal? Any guesses in the chat? Brazilian,
Spanish.
samba, Mexico.
Hello.
Ooh, getting closer.
Mm.
Oh, a lot of people think Brazil. Maybe this is a little bit of a curveball because people know that I'm from Brazil. But this is actually the Cuban cha-cha. Yes! Natalie got Cuban. Carol got Cuban. Our music experts in the house. Well, Natalie says, I want a playlist of all of our song recs. That's a great idea. We should put all our songs together and make a World Beats playlist. All right, next song.
Trying to Japanese.
Ooh, that was quick, Kiara. That was quick. That is Japanese. It's a style of music called sankyoku, which has a lot of flutes and these like traditional stringed instruments. Oh, we got China and Japan and India guesses in the chat. Karao, 2 for 2, Karao. Karao guessed Japan. All right, let's see this one. The green heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody guessed India. Is that one a little bit too easy? What do you think, Shmia? Is that too easy?
I think we started grooving. That's why it was in.
Correct.
For the movie.
And I think, do you know what would you say the genre is, if you know?
I think it's a famous Bhangra.
Bhangra, yeah. All right, and then our very last one, let's see.
Turn in your back and dance for me. Jump out again, bring it back. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Way down in the bed, I can dance for you. Turn in your back and dance for me.
Who's got a guess?
Nigeria, maybe?
What was the guess?
Nigeria?
From
Nigeria.
I think it's reggae. It sounds like a reggae.
Sounds like reggae. Ooh, we got a lot of guesses for South Africa in the chat. We got another Nigeria guess. So this one is
Turn in your back and dance for me. Jump
it's
out
South
again,
Africa.
bring it
I'm a
back.
piano.
Turn in your back and dance for me. Jump out.
Wow.
For our UJ friends, do you know Amapiano?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound too much like that one. I think that was a bit chilled,
It's more
right?
chill.
People mean?
This actually sounded more like Afro beats and reggae more than Amapiano.
It sounds like reggae.
Afro beats, right?
Or Afro beats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I read online that one of the cool things about Amapiano is that it's like made on phones a lot, produced, recorded, and mixed on cell phones. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
I think that's very cool. It's very related to like OctoStudio being a creative tool. You can make things with your phone as well. Let's see. Oh, Rupal guessed Amapiano in the chat. Good job, Rupal.
Wow.
Welcome, Star All Play Fun. Alrighty. Well, that was a good game. I think Carol takes our all-star like guesser. She got all of them correct. Congrats, Carol. And now we'll share a little bit of some World Beat projects from UJ and from Pratham. So let's see. We'll start off with Kiara. I'm gonna share your project, okay? And if you want to say anything about it, feel free. Here we go.
God bless Africa. I thank you.
So what do you want to share with people about that project?
I want to say that I actually made that project with Carolina. So like
Oh,
lots of hard thought, yes, lots of hard thought processes went into making that project as well. And then I remixed it. So and Dina Lady is actually Carolina's favorite South African song, if you didn't know.
mm.
And when I visited, we listened to that song like over and over. So that's where like the song came from. And yeah, so Carolina helped me make that project, and I really love that project so much. It's one of the very first like actual put together projects that I have
Oh,
on
great,
Octo
yeah.
Studio. So, yeah.
Love that. Thanks for sharing with us. It is a really good song. I was vibing. All right, and Shmia, now I'm going to share a couple of projects from the Protham clubs. Let's see, we'll start with this one. What are these drums called?
It's called tabla.
Tabla.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I noticed that there's a tabla emoji in OctoStudio.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a very cool
Yeah.
addition.
Yeah.
And let's see the dance.
Actually, yeah, as you was mentioning, this came from children of the clubs. So they are,
Yeah?
yeah, they're in the age group of say 10 to 14 years old. And again, this came out after a workshop which we did, which was themed on music, and revolved around two things. One is they had to connect on what they found around them to music. For example, they had to make offline musical instruments and come up with that. And then inspired from what they did offline, they had to come up with the project on Octo Studio. So
Oh,
I think these were
cool.
products of what happened in a 4 to 5 hour workshop that we tried to develop for Octo Studio. And it was amazing. We got different projects from different regions, and this was one particular region. So this is primarily the classical song of that particular region. So that's how children ended up connecting
And
it.
do you want to share
Yeah.
a
And
little bit
yeah,
of
I just
context? Ooh, I was gonna say, ask if you want to share a little bit of context on the creative coding clubs, and Protham, and also like what region was this project from? That would be cool to know.
Sure. So primarily Pratham in India works for education, and it is scattered around different age groups, starting from the early years till youth and skilling. So that's how. But a particular program which is called as the Creativity Club, which engulfs a lot of things, and the idea is how can we probably, I mean, try to enable an open learning system to children, where children are able to pick and choose on what they want to learn. So it can be art, it can be music, it can be Octo Studio as a theme, or anything that they want. And how can we offer these choices? And children are able to choose and do different projects under these themes, either individually or in groups. So that's where the creativity clubs begin. And these clubs are not necessarily like a structure, it's primarily just 5 to 10 children coming together in a community or in a school. If it is a community, primarily a village, it's run by a youth volunteer who is slightly elder to them. And if it's in a school, it is run by teachers themselves. So that's the idea of clubs that happen. And we have clubs spread across different regions. And this particular project is from a state called as Maharashtra. And because in India there are multiple languages spoken in multiple thing. So all of the projects that we receive, may it be art, music, or even Octo Studio, you can see a lot of diversity among it. So I think that's something which is also very reflective here. Yeah, and we have been playing around on seeing on how these how Octo Studio can be integrated to uh, be integrated as part of these clubs, and how can youth volunteers actually facilitate children through the app. So that's been an exciting journey, and we have been trying around on how we can develop workshops around it, and not primarily using Octo Studio as a separate element, but how can we integrate and primarily motivate children to use it as part of all of their themes, and how this can be one way that you make your project or build your project. So that's something we are currently trying out. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, OctoStudio is just one way that they can express what they're interested in, what they want to share with others. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Kiara, were you gonna ask something earlier?
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, so the musical instrument playing in the background, was it a recording or were the kids actually playing that musical instrument when they made the recording?
Good
No,
question.
this one they actually downloaded it. It's a recorded
Oh,
song.
okay.
They downloaded it and they added those. I think they had it downloaded in one of their phones, and then they recorded it from the other on which they were making the project, and then they clubbed it. So that's something. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we watch one more project from the creativity clubs? Let's see. I really liked this one too. Yeah, cute. I know that the kids also really like to dance.
They love to.
Yeah, that's so sweet. All right. Do we feel warmed up? Do we feel ready to start making our own OctoStudio projects? I'm inspired by Kiara's and by these kids' projects for sure.
Absolutely.
And I was thinking I would invite you all to make a band with me today. So maybe we can each make a little instrument in OctoStudio. As you're making it, like, feel free to share some progress or an idea that you had for your instrument. And hopefully by the end of our time together, we can have a little jam session. How does that sound? Great. Oh wait, actually, before we start, Carol is asking, I want to know if our guests like to dance too. Ooh.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, this is the right crew for the World Beats theme. We all like music, we all like to dance, we all like to have fun. All right, so let me go into this view now so we can see my phone screen. And I'm curious, do any of you have an idea already of what sort of instrument you might want to make? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of a shaker just because I want to try and record my makeshift instrument.
That's a good one. So yeah, wait, show what you have again. You have a bottle with...
I have a bottle with some dried lentils in it.
And you have that physical instrument. You're gonna extend it with OctoStudio. Very cool. Very cool. I'm gonna make something using the notes in the sound library, and I actually already have like a container for my phone. I'm gonna show in the camera here. I made a little box, a candy box, and I cut out some spaces in here that I can put my phone into. And then once my phone is in here, I'm gonna have a little tap instrument, so I can tap on my shark stickers to play different notes. That's my idea. Let's see. So I'm gonna start by drawing a sprite for my first note. I think I'm just gonna keep it pretty simple and make them all circles. That's not a circle. Here we go. Yeah. I'll pick this blue background. Let's see. Oh, we have some action in the chat. Welcome, Cheeseburger Stuff. Tunes. Yeah, we're each making our own instrument, because then we're gonna get together as a band and jam out. And it's gonna be probably a little bit chaotic, but that's part of the fun. Hi from Spain. Hola, Ada. Okay, so I wanted to share with people that in OctoStudio, if you go in the sound library, so I'm gonna tap this purple circle to play a note, And in the sound library, if you scroll down, we actually have lots of different notes. Piano notes, guitar notes, saxophone. I think I'm gonna go with the saxophone one. Yeah. Start there with the C. Does anyone who actually knows music could tell me sort of like what order would make sense for me to put these notes into? Let's see. I think C is usually the first one, right? Isn't C the first note on a musical scale? Maybe somebody in the chat has this knowledge. I'm getting some yeses. Cool. And so another thing that I like to do when I'm making an OctoStudio project where I'm going to be using a lot of the same blocks is I just will copy a sprite once the code for it is written. So I'm going to duplicate this purple circle, but just so to differentiate it, I'm going to edit it and make it a different color. Make this blue. There we go. And then I gotta change the note. What comes after C?
It's D.
C, D?
D. Yeah.
That sounds right. That's okay. So then it'll be alphabetical. Okay, cool. Yeah. Fiso, you look really focused. What are you working on? Tell us a little bit about it.
To be honest, I'm just playing around with different things and I'm trying to follow what you're doing, but do my own thing.
Okay. You're gonna make like a little tapping instrument also?
I have incorporated like a flute sound, and I'm still working with it.
The flute sound.
Because I have a recorder as an instrument today, so I was just like, okay, let me think along those lines.
Oh, cool. You actually brought a recorder. Oh, you can probably record your own notes then and have that.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I'll try that. Thank you.
Very cool. Michelle, how's it going with you? You also look very focused.
I'm actually working with the piano. So I have my son's piano. I'm not sure if it's visible. Let me just try show you. So I'm trying to actually code and see if I can play with that when we dance. So let me just.
Oh, you're making a piano?
Oh,
Oh, cute.
So it also has the musical notes. I don't know if you can hear them. So I just want to see if when I use the two together, if we can create magic.
I love that idea. I love that idea. That's a very cute little piano too.
Thank you.
And Smia, you've been working hard? Super focused over
I yeah, in like because I was prepping for the webinar today, in the morning I had this thought, how can sounds in the nature come together and be a music? So I'm just trying to find in my gallery what kind of what all I did in the last year. So probably some beach music and some rain music sounds coming in and just trying to play around with
Wind through
that.
the leaves, bird song,
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just
waterfall.
trying if I move, can it different sounds start playing? Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, it's sounding like we're gonna end up with a very eclectic band. Beep. All right. I'm just gonna keep duplicating and editing my circles here. Let's see. Now this one I'm gonna make it a different green. Oh, after E comes F. Very close. All right. I'm gonna do a little. Oh, Great. I got a little cheat sheet in the chat. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And then back to C. Thank you, RuPaul. Also have Jonah saying saludos desde Chile. Hi, Jonah. Natalie says, I love using sounds from nature as music. I took a walk this morning trying to focus on birds singing. I'm noticing that it's warming up now when I go outside, that I can hear more and more birds and more different birds. I don't know if that's true for y'all in your part of the world. When the weather is changing, you start to hear different nature sounds. Oops. Oh wait, so where I'm at C, D, E, F. This one should be G. Great. Edit this one. And I think that this project that I'm making is pretty straightforward, but if anybody in the chat has like a suggestion, an idea for a twist to add to my instrument, I'm totally open to it. I was gonna get like a base, a foundation started, but I would love to incorporate some chat ideas as well. Okay, so after G, I have to loop around, right? Yes, the cheat sheet RuPaul gave me, great. And then I'm gonna make maybe a long circle for that last note. See how I can edit it. Yeah, like this. Great. And then I'm gonna go to B. And I'm just gonna arrange things a little bit. We'll go into this view. Could you swap the dots for penguins? Well, Jenny, when I put it in my instrument, my actual buttons are sharks. Do you see? I put shark stickers on the box. So that's it's a shark-based instrument. I really like sharks. That's why I happen to have shark stickers around. And while we're making, maybe we can make some chit chat with our guests. What was the last concert that you went to, or last music that you saw live? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think just 2 months back, I mean, me and my colleagues attended this concert by Anushka Shankar. She is a Indian US based. I mean, she's more into instrumental, so it's not much of singing. It's primarily just instrumental show, and I think it was amazing. And that's also the first time I saw saw live a lot of different instruments which I had just seen in the movies. So I think that was really amazing. And how can just having an instrumental for a 1-2 hour concert can still be very beautiful. So I think I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
That sounds wonderful. I love that. Very recently, this past weekend, I went to something called a dueling piano bar with some friends. And it was very cool because it's 2 guys on pianos and you can give them song requests. And they sort of just like take turns playing the songs. But then they also kind of, there's a little bit of like friendly competition between the 2 of them about like who can remember the songs that people request and things like that. It was a really good time. It was like all of my favorite parts of karaoke, basically.
Well, the last. Oh, sorry, Mish, you can go.
Okay. I think for me, the last time I went to a concert was before COVID, and we had an American rapper called McNeil, if I'm not mistaken.
McMill?
In one of in one of our
Oh, Meek
games,
Mill. Oh,
and
nice. Cool.
that was actually the last live concert I went to, and I think shortly after COVID, I've been planning going to a large crowd. So I need to go fix that up.
Love that. And Kiara, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that so is it I went to a music festival, so Ultra Music Festival in March. So that was the last one that I went to, and then like there's lots of international DJs that play.
Mm.
It was just lots of fun. Like there was rain, and like the rain didn't even stop us. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
for
really fun.
fun.
I've been to a music show in the rain too, and it was just made it more fun. Everybody's
Yes,
splashing
I know, right?
around in the mud.
I was the fact that I am probably gonna get sick, but at that point you're just enjoying the music. Like there's
Yeah,
nothing gonna stop you.
exactly. Well, okay. I have the foundations for my instrument, right? I have the all of the dots that play notes. I have my candy box that I prepared ahead of time, so I'm gonna put my phone in here. And I actually discovered this when I was trying to think of a project for this live stream, that it was completely by accident, but I thought I was gonna have to make holes in this box. But actually, if I just touch through the box, you can actually hear it. So I really like this because you wouldn't even guess that this is like a phone, right? And you can really decorate this box to create whatever look of instrument that you want. And then it's also really secure in there. Let's do a little test.
That is super cool.
I really liked finding the cell. I'm gonna move this orange circle just a little because I thought it was a little hard to touch. There we go. Yeah, and then I'm wondering in the chat if you guys have any ideas for a change that I could make to this project or an addition. I like that Kiara's using the shake function in her instrument. Like maybe there's something that we can do with shake too. Oh yeah, people are calling it the sharkophone. This is the instrument. Oh, there's also some discussion about if we have named the octopus mascot for OctoStudio yet. Kyriacto or Octi. Swap the circles to sharks. I can edit the sprites. But I have sharks on the outside of the box, which is a visible one too. How are y'all's projects going?
You know, you'd swear that I have like a lot going on, but it's not. It's literally. Let me just show you. This is what I've been doing the whole time. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, my like such a few codes. It's blur. Oh, there you go.
But a little bit of
That's what
code
I've
can
been.
go a long way. A little bit of code goes a long way. Like in the project that I just made, it's just when I tap and one note. So that's very tiny amount of code. Okay, I'm getting some suggestions in the chat that maybe a beat could start when I shake my phone. That could be cool. So let's look into that. I'm going to pull out a when I shake block and go back into our sound library. And there's already a beat sound. Let's hear it. I like that. Maybe it's like the beat is underneath and I can play the notes over it. It's a little bit short. It's only like 3 seconds, right? So I think I'm gonna use one of these repeat blocks so we can have it go for a little more than that. Maybe we'll repeat it 3 times. Yeah, so let's do that test. Woo-hoo-hoo. While we're making, I also wanted to ask, because Shmiya got to share a little bit about the creativity clubs in Pratham and how music is really a big part of how kids express themselves and their interests and what they want to explore. But I know that that's also true for UJ's creative coding clubs. Like, music is a big deal, especially for your social sessions. And I'm wondering if anyone from UJ wants to share a little bit of that context with our viewers right now. Say a little bit about the creative coding clubs, how you guys use music to bond or to create activities together.
Mish, maybe you can take.
As a artist, I think I can take this one because that's my department. So basically, with us, we have in our coding club, we have a social session. So in the social session, that's like our 15 minutes prescribed for checking in on our buddies, which are our participants. So just to keep everyone in the loop, buddies is a term we use because we try to avoid having titles in the coding club since we do work with different people from different departments in the educational space. So once we refer to everyone as buddy, I think even if
Buddy,
I'm
I
a
love
teacher
that.
and I have my principal in the same, then I forget about the hierarchy and we all basically the same. So music plays a very vital role in our section because I think it brings us, it brings us together. And as the facilitators of the club, we do try to ensure that since we do have like 11 different languages in South Africa, we do try and ensure that we incorporate music from the different cultures and the different traditions in different groups. So we have the music playing in the beginning of the session, during our social session, and then during our coding schedule, we do break away into different groups, into smaller groups, where we start our coding. So when it's time for us to return, we do give everyone a bit of time to come back. And during that time or during that period, we play more music, and it's so fun to see, everyone dance. Sometimes we get song requests from the buddies. So it's just lovely to see how we all connect. And I think since most of our buddies, were also coming from the period of Ramadan last week or the week before, we had some music playing from, the Indian side, the Hindi culture, and it was lovely to see everyone partake and copying some dance moves, and which Kiara and one of our other facilitators or coordinators, was showing us, and we were like, okay, let me. So here I am, I know I have a because we learn and we use music as a learning experience. So we use it to learn about each
Yeah.
other's cultures, traditions, but most importantly to bring us together. Because I think one thing about South Africa is that music plays a huge role with, when it comes to democracy and just getting us that unity as the country.
Yes, can be very unifying, very bonding. I love that so much.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's so cool that even though it's like a coding space and a learning space, you all care so much about creating a space where people feel like they belong and they can feel at ease with each other and really connect on that like human level. That's very important. Yeah.
And I think importantly as well, it highlights that joyful learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it richness of everything. So once you play music and people can dance, then I mean it just eliminates any fear that our bodies would have related to coding or learning something new for that.
Yeah, that's really good. I know that when I'm in a bad mood or just a little sad, one of the first things I turn to is some hype music, some energetic music, some feel good music. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. I want to see. So what did I change here? Oh yeah, the shake, right? think I could use a little bit more like musical training so I know what notes to play. But the general idea worked. I'm gonna play around and see if I can do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something. I don't even know what the first one would be. That's not Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it's something. If somebody
It
puts
was
in the
almost
chat,
me. It was coming.
it was close.
Is it possible to like speed up the note?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if
Like-
anyone in the chat wants to put the notes, then I can give it a better shot. Because I know that's like, let's see, I got C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Yeah. Try it out. Somebody in the chat saying, cheeseburger stuff saying, I love the fish background. Hopefully you don't drown. I'm safe. I'm safe, I promise. Hi Solomon, welcome. Maybe I can do a quick Google search. Twinkle Twinkle notes. How it goes. G G D D E E D. G G D D E E D. So let's see. C E C D E F G G D E. Close, pretty close.
Yeah, that was close.
That was closer.
Yeah.
Good. Oh wait, it's actually CCG. I'm seeing a lot of different notes for this. This one says CCGG AAG. Let's try that.
Put your hands up. Yeah. Now everybody, let's go. Here we go. Come on.
Oh, I'm hearing some fun music. Who's recording?
Oh, that was me.
Yeah. What are you working on? How's your instrument coming along?
So I did my instrument because just shaking this and adding sounds. But then I was thinking, like, my favorite song is like my sister's and my cousin's favorite song. So I was gonna put us in like a project just dancing to it. I wanted to see how that turns out.
Oh, cool. You and your sister have the same favorite song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's like a party starter in our family. So everyone really.
Your whole family likes it. That's cute. Okay, I think that one's the one that sounds right to me. There we go. I'm getting closer. I am getting closer. I think we should have like a little bit of a band practice soon. Anyone ready to jam with me? Share a little bit. Yes, Michelle. Yes, Michelle. Let's see. Want to share a little bit about your instrument?
So with mine, As I said, I'm working on the piano, so I got the piano note, a picture, and I added it to my backdrop. So obviously, I can't place the musical note onto the picture. I've color coded each musical note on the piano and created a different sprite. It's just that I've realized that the colors are conflicting, so I'll change the color of the backdrop, and then that way I'll be able to play my music.
Okay,
I'm
sweet. So should we start? A little bit of a practice, me and you. And one, and a two, and a one, two, three.
okay.
That was good practice. That was good practice. I wonder is anyone ready to join us next? We're building out our band. We need our 5 members, 5 band members, so our band is complete.
I have something ready, but this might be a little disruptive.
It might be a what?
It might be a little chaotic. I'm not sure if
Oh,
it's audible.
that's chaos is good. Chaos is great. Want to share a little bit about your project?
Yeah. So it's primarily the Octo Studio mascot moving here and there and joining up to different. Just a second.
I like that you use the tilt for an instrument. That's really cool.
Yeah. Is it audible?
I heard a duck. Yeah, I hear duck. I only hear the duck. Maybe the other ones are getting filtered.
Hmm. Yeah.
Fisa, how's your project going? Are we almost ready to jam?
It's coming along. I tried recording myself playing the recorder, even though I I can't really play it. And yeah, just not sure if you can see.
Let's see. I can kind of hear it, but it's okay if it's a work in progress. This is just
Yeah,
band
it is
practice.
working.
See. What about in the chat? Anybody got any fun concerts they're looking forward to? Any project ideas for World Beats? Still got lots of days in the month, so lots of opportunities to create a World Beats project, share it, and tag us. We would love to see them. Yeah, maybe you can make a project about some genre of music from where you're from, maybe about a memory that you have with music that's really special. You can make an instrument, make your own instrument. And I think it's really cool to use like physical materials as well, along with your OctoStudio instrument. Like Kiara has the shaker bottle, and I made this little box for it. Let's see, Ada says in our project we're going to mix music from our class band with music in OctoStudio. Very cool. Yes. Cheeseburger stuff, an OctoStudio concert. Oh, wow, this is a really cool idea from Rupal. I think it would be fun to make a project where the songs change based on shake level and tilt. Then you can put the phone in your pocket and start dancing and change the song through your dancing. That's a really cool idea. Yes. Oh, yeah, maybe I can show how to change the shake level. Because I know that sometimes people don't notice it. But let's see. Yeah, I have here the when I shake. If you tap the selector menu on the when I shake block, it gives you an option for, if I shake a lot, or if I shake a medium amount, or if I shake a very little amount. So it depends. It'll make it be more or less sensitive. Maybe I'll make this one a little more sensitive. Although that might backfire because it might... Yep, yeah. Never mind. That's too sensitive. We'll leave it on the medium. I was going to say it's too easy to turn it on the lowest sensitivity level. Yeah, and I love the idea of like a tilt instrument, because I can't really think of a physical instrument that is played by tilting. So that's very unique for an OctoStudio instrument. Shmia, is your how are your recordings going now?
I think it's better now.
Shall we do?
I'll just try.
Who's ready for a little jam? Fiso, Michelle, Kiara. Yeah, we're all good? Alrighty. I will count us off. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, go. Wow. There's a lot happening. Did you guys like our show in the chat? Give us props and a hand of applause to the band. Woohoo! Wait, Kiara, I don't think I got to see your project walkthrough. Let's see.
It's just a picture of my shaker bottle, and then when I shake it.
I love that background. So colorful. Space or something.
Thank you. It's my mouse pad.
Ah, wonderful. Using the things around you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's it. And then I put another one that if I tap it.
I don't think I hear that one.
So it's almost like a shake, a tap, a shake, a tap.
Shaking.
That's basically what it is.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Fiso, did you get to hold your project up to the camera and show us?
Let me do it again.
Ah, yeah, now it's bigger. Cool. Ding, 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 ding. Wonderful. RuPaul's asking when are we gonna go on tour.
We'll let you know when the date is released.
Sign up to the OctoStudio newsletter to hear when we're going on tour. And share projects. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask our guests to share their projects on social media so people can see what we've been. I'm gonna share my little sharkophone as well. And also for people who are just in the chat or maybe watching this video, the live stream after it's done, please make a World Beats project and share on social media. Tag us at OctoStudio app because we would love to see it. Maybe we'll include it in our community compilation. That way we get to share with even more people for the future to come. Yeah. I'm laughing at the tour comment still. Well, this was so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to have a little jam session. Is there anything you want to share that we didn't get to talk about before we say goodbye? Do you want to share a little bit about the shared social media handles for your organizations? We can put them in the chat. People want to follow and know more about your work.
Yeah, sure. So I don't know. Can I post them in this chat?
Well, I have
the one that is
I have
visible.
Creative Coding _UJ Education. So I'm gonna share that one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then for Pratham,
there's one dedicated page for the Creativity Club. So Prodigy Creativity Club. Yeah, I've just put it in our chat. That's an Instagram handle. So
Great.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, people are saying thanks for the ideas. This hour was awesome. Thank you, beautiful people. Oh, that's so sweet. I had such a good time. Thanks all of you for joining us for our Octo Sparks live stream. Next month there'll be another live stream. Should I share a little preview of the theme? Is it too early to share? We're gonna be reimagining art. So
Wow.
it's gonna be a really good one as well. All right, everyone. Take care. See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you.